I don't know what they're gonna sound like without Kharrabooo, dude.
Ian, this new song with Yachty. I'm like,
Dude.
know what? Maybe I gotta play back this Valedictorian album. Maybe I was judging.
Even Vince Staples, dude. Like anytime he tweets, it's just legendary. It's like you have to put it in like the tweet hall.
You forget all the stages of Drake's career just because he's been the boy. I think Kendrick put him in a weird spot because Kendrick was like, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake with the acting tough. So if he does do that method, it's like, yep, Kendrick won again. Like he's back to making the songs with the melodies. And Doechii is another person. She's the one. I think she's the one.
Yeah, you're gonna marry her?
I'm in love. Welcome to the Sound Centric Podcast. We are back after a short little break. I'm your host, Adam Dash, and today I'm with my handsome friend with his handsome mustache.
Ooh.
Puff.
You like
Welcome
that?
back to his little slut mustache.
Dude, stop toying with me.
You just need the mullet to go along with it.
I know, dude. I know. Everybody tells me I need the mullet, but you know what it is? I just grown to not like the hair's too long as it is, dude. I think if I just keep it like this, I'll look like I'm from the other era, like from the 2000s, where people are awkward looking.
I'm growing my hair right now, and it's kind of gross.
Not gonna lie, dude, you're giving big like like when you like shake it out like that, like you're a little fucking ambiguous, dude.
Little, what does that mean?
Like I don't know if I'm gonna talk to you in a club, dude.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, where it's kind of not maintainable right now, and turns into a Jufro when I am out and it is humid, which is most times in the summer. So I can do whatever I want to it, but this shit goes.
Yeah, what's the process of having a hair like that? Can you explain?
You know, this is what the audience asks me all the time. This is what they want to know. How do you get your hair to look like that? Shower, conditioner, no shampoo once a week because you don't want to dry the hair out. I put some moisturizing shit in it so it doesn't get dry. Put some curling cream in it, and then I get on my day.
Oh my god! And that's once a
I get up
day.
and get it. That's once a day. I get up and get active from there.
Dude, I'm jealous, dude. I just fucking wash my hair and hope it lays the same way as it did yesterday.
It never looks the same. It's also one of those things where like I see the small little things, and then to everyone else, my hair looks the same every single time. But I see like the one curl that's like a little off.
That's a good metaphor for even music.
Deep. I mean, that's facts because you'll be making a song and you'll hear every small thing about it and everything in the background, and then the person, they just hear like the words or whatever they fucking hear. They hear the drums or.
That's what I'm saying. Like people look, like I'll look at my hair every day and just be like, it's just not like the same as yesterday. And then people are just like, nah, dude, it looks exactly the same as it did the last like fucking however long you've been having that hair.
I think it's like this is like a normal human thing to do, but like you ever like post on Instagram or go on Instagram and try to view your profile as if like you're not you. Like you try to view it like how would an objective person see this?
Yeah.
And I think I've done that like my music before. Like I act like I'm not listening. Like what if I just gave my music a passive listen? Like what does an average person hear? You can never fully reach
Dude,
that.
it's like you ever do like I do this all the time. I'll make a song. This is like the I don't know. I'm gonna say a different like any word right now. This is like the anatomy of making a song, and then showing people. You make it. You listen to it a million times. You show your friends. They say it's fire. So you're like, it is?
Yeah.
And then you listen to it again, trying to like feed off of that. Yeah. And then like maybe some like later on someone will say like, dude, I just heard the song, it's fire. You'd be like, really? And then you listen to it again because you're just like, I want to hear what they're hearing because last time I heard it sounded like shit.
Yeah, every time someone gives you a compliment or something, you have to re-listen to it to be like, what did they hear when they heard it?
Yeah, like it's like a time limit. Like I have to like get there really quick so that like maybe it'll change before I get to it. It's crazy.
Damn, yeah, it's facts. And this has been like a fairly good summer for music. It's been a fairly great year for music. Mm-hmm. But what have you been spinning this summer?
Honestly, I've definitely been running that concrete tape. Sad to see KB.
Oh, she's out.
Big Boo.
Big Boo's out.
I'm still not knowing if this is just a publicity stunt. When Yachty came on, I felt like maybe there's something going on that was like a little deeper, so they didn't want to say anything. But
Yeah.
at the same time, on this is like so Desperate Housewives how I'm talking about this
Yeah, yeah,
drama.
yeah.
But like her name's still Concrete KB on Instagram. You think she would change it if
Yeah.
she wasn't rocking with the the whole
Yeah. Shout,
concrete vibe.
shout, shout out to the people who are like, who tweet, Kharrabooo has unfollowed Lil. Yeah. Like the people who are checking who they
Yo,
follow to give us the information.
yo, shout out them, dude. But they're psychopaths.
They're
So like,
insane. It's an insane thing to
how
do.
do you? I don't even know. Like, do you have a monitoring app or something like that? There's no way you're just like, it's time to check today. I know it's gonna
Yeah.
happen. We
It's
got the tip.
crazy. That album, first of all, the beats on it could be the best produced album of the year.
That's
It's
really what
insane.
gets me about it. I think the most. Like I like what they do, but do forget like a lot of the, like what they're saying because it's not.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's yeah, you know what I mean. But anyway,
Yeah.
I do forget like a lot of the things that are going on it. But when you hear the beats, dude, they're just so good. Like the sample trap like wave that they
Yeah.
kind of like really pushed on is it's
And
like
then,
me as a producer, like I just like sit there and just like fuck, I gotta make beats like this.
yeah, the visuals are there too. I love Play a Walkin'. That's my favorite song. I
Oh,
was listening
dude,
today.
so good.
That
That
beat's
I
crazy.
don't know what they're gonna sound like without Kharrabooo, dude. Like I know they'll sound the same, but like
Yeah.
she was kind of like a highlight. She was bringing a balance of the female like aesthetic to the group. It's just another boy group. Are they gonna find another female
Facts.
to fill the role? Because that's what made it like
Can't
special.
force
There's
it.
really no. I don't. Are there any other like groups that?
I don't want to be disrespectful to them, but I don't really know the other members of the group. Like Camo is one of them. I think. Like I know them based on the features, but I don't really like know whose voice is who yet.
Yeah. That's really the
It was
thing.
like it was like when I first listened to Brockhampton for the first time, and I was just like, "There's all these voices." Like, or the first time you like listen to Wu-Tang, and you're like, "I still don't know who is who yet." And you either listen to them a lot, and then like each one has their specific style.
Yeah, that's when you start dieharding and you start like no, how do you not know that's them? But that how we listen to like groups is like how like old people listen to like rap and shit like that. It's like or like how someone would listen to country is it sounds all the same, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's nothing different.
I try to remind myself that whenever I have an opinion on music, where I'm like, "No, am I being the old guy now? I don't want to be the old guy in the room."
I know, but like
This
something
old ass-
about it seems nice, like to just like remove myself for like a like when do you think the cutoff will happen where like your song like the new stuff is just like you're kind of just like going with it. You really think Dr. Dre is like listening to not like
It's
us,
like
dude. Like
it's like
you know what I mean?
Barack Obama's end of the year list when he puts all the songs, and you're like, "Was Obama listening to that song?"
There's no
Maybe
way that's what's playing, dude. I refuse to believe. Like I don't think Dr. Dre's listening to Not Like Us. Like I think he respects the song and he respects Kendrick and all that, but he's not like going home and listening. There's difference to like
Yeah,
liking
yeah.
and listening. Like that's why like even the top 5 conversations are like crazy because it's just like, but what are you listening to?
I think most people naturally who are just the average to below average music fans, you just bump what you played in high school. I think that's just natural.
Oh,
Like your
dude.
favorite.
Yeah.
Cause it's a classic for our generation. It's like, yo, summer 2016 was the best year ever. But that's because that's when most of us were younger and like going through, happened to be an amazing year in music. And also this generation was younger. So like summer 2024 could be that summer for the high schoolers now. Like I have no clue.
Yeah, yeah. When the high school era of when you're in music, and then like a little after that, I think that's like just like the defining. Like whenever I want to like take a break, I just listen to that because it just like makes me feel like all right, this is like when I just listen to music and liked music for music, and I didn't want anything out of it.
Yeah. Two people who I thought I was having like old guy takes on, and they weren't strong takes. They're kind of uneducated, but the whole Yeat Ian thing at first, I was just like, I don't get this, and I still don't really get Yeat, but Ian, this new song with Yachty, I'm like,
Dude.
know what? Maybe I gotta play back this Valedictorian album. Maybe I was judging, because this shit's so
yeah.
hard.
I mean, dude, it's so easy to judge him. Like
Yeah.
he's like kind of like a meme the way he presents it. You know what I mean? And he's TikToking. He's like a TikTok art. Like he's
Yeah.
like presents as a TikTok artist, but he's huge. But like I ran the Valedictorian album when I was like connecting computers in a thing off my iPhone. It was really honestly the way I first experienced the album was very much the way I feel like you should, because it's all like Jeezy style beats and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I listened to it on my iPhone, like sitting on the desk.
Yeah.
So like it felt like I was listening to it off the iPod Touch,
Yeah.
and I felt like I was just listening to an old playlist. I was like, honestly, dude, I vibe with this. Like I rock with this album, and he's kind of sliding on it. I'm not even gonna say kind of like he's sliding. Like
He's
he
got
has like
hard
a swag.
lines.
Dude, he has a
Definitely.
swag to him, and like he everybody just like fucking shits their pants, dude, when you say anything like good about it. It's crazy.
I heard
I-
someone made the point to me that like if it comes to a white guy making boom bap, like lo-fi type music, everyone's like, "Do your Mac Miller thing." I feel you. But when a white guy wants to do music that's a different type of instrumental that might be more the Jeezy trap stuff, that's when people are like, "Whoa, white guy doing that. We don't like that." Which is interesting because like it'd be one thing if he was rapping about stuff that he's not living, and maybe he is. I don't really listen that hard into Ian's music. That could be where you draw the line. Like, yeah, you don't even live that life. But if it's just an instrumental choice and he's rapping about shit he does for fun, like it's the same thing as rapping over a boom bap beat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, at one point there was no trap beats and just boom bap beats, and people are rapping about how they live on those, and those kind of evolved into what they are now. And I mean, he's saying some. We all say some shit, dude. He's just saying stuff that he
Braggadocious
feels
stuff,
like
yeah.
saying, dude. Like I don't know. I don't know. I can't say anything. There's so many. Like every artist says like some. If you're gonna act hard on a song or like say something that gets people like making a stank face, like you're gonna say some stuff that's a little ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And at the end of the day, like I think he just has a good voice. That's usually like that's like the
That's
determining
the big
factor.
one, yeah.
And
And
for me,
charisma, dude. He just has the like
Yeah.
like crazy confidence. Like he just like owns how he looks, how his style, like what he's doing, and he just fucking rides the beat. He fucking honestly, I like him more than listening to Yeat.
No, yeah, I don't.
I don't
Yeat
even think
hasn't
I
clicked
know
for me.
any Yeat songs that
The
like
vo-
stuck with me. You know what I mean?
the voice hasn't done it for me yet. That's always been my hold up with Yachty. I'm not like the hugest Yachty guy because the voice, I like his chill, laid back rapping, but sometimes that the high pitch like voice he has, it just doesn't. Well, yeah.
A window shop.
Yeah,
I don't
that's,
know. I think that's
secret,
hard,
secret
dude.
recipe.
I think I like. I'll be honest. When at first I was the same way, but I think it's just like this is like another reason why I think it's important to like see people outside of music and like that full connection, like that 360 connection of like an artist. Like I
Yeah.
know I'm like you listen to their music, you're a fan of the music, not a fan of them. If you see them really be dope in an interview and like their music's not the best, you might even give a little leeway. That's like your friends. Like your friends, you love your friends. They might make a song that's like definitely not up to par, but I'll probably bump that more than someone who's good that I just barely know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I have a connection to that song. I feel like I'm going through them to the song. That's like a closer connection. So like for an artist, you know, Yachty, for example, I like his charisma. His visuals are just absolutely out of
Sick.
this world. Like AMD visuals, AMV
I know you're
visuals.
talking about. Yeah. Dude.
He's just nuts. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how they made that connection, but like that was like the best decision ever. That's what made all concrete shit just like even because now when I
It's
listen to a song,
crazy.
I think of that visual. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there's been songs that I've fallen in love with because I saw the video first before I heard the song. So like Palisades, California by Larry June and Big Sean. I remember like the music video coming up on my timeline when it came out. And it was such a sick video. And I love the song so much now. One of my favorite
Yeah.
songs last year. But the video definitely made me love it even more when I
Yeah.
first saw it. I think of like Tribe by Boz and J. Cole. I'm obviously like I'm a J. Cole stan. I love that song. But the
Yeah.
video is just good vibes. And like that I always associate the song now with the video.
That's why I even think cover art's important. Like I think every time I listen to the song, I see the cover art colors at least in my head. So if it's
Yeah.
a dark, like I've ran into this problem. Like you know what I mean. Like it's like when you make cover art for say an album, and you want it to be a certain way, but then you throw one of those songs, those feeler songs that's like a little outside of the album, but your cover art is too much this.
Yeah.
Now when they get to that song, it's gonna just feel so out of place. Like they're gonna like if it's a dark album and a light song, they're gonna be like, is there like a hidden meaning by the song? Is this song kind of cynical? You know what I mean? Every time I hear the song, I think I see the picture of you stabbing yourself. You know what I mean? Like, but it's about like rainbows. Like, but like, that's why I think the visuals are important. Like that's why like, honestly, in terms of visuals, I think for underground artists, like Travis Spitt is going crazy with that shit.
Facts.
Like, I keep texting in the group chat, dude. I'm just like sitting there. I'm just like, dude,
Videos
like
are
this guy's got
crazy.
another one. Like, how the fuck is he pulling these things out of his ass,
Bro,
dude?
and we talked about it on the pod that they do it for, I'm not gonna, like, I don't know a number, cheap. The way he described it was that we do it for as little as possible as we can. Like these aren't like huge budget music videos.
But it seems that way too.
They
Like
seem-
because
it's
it's
sick.
just it's like it's just someone whoever's behind the camera. Shout out that like the person actually
yeah.
shooting it and getting like the camera settings right, because he's like getting the perfect mix of like the simplest video ever, but just really well shot. You know what I mean? It's just shot well. Like it's just him on his porch or in the house. Like it's not like crazy shit, but the quality of the video is like similar
Looks
to
sick.
like the concrete shit. Like even
Very
their
similar.
videos, like they
Yeah.
they get crazy, but like it's just one still shot. It's just like that looks beautiful.
So that's the colors that they use in it and like the outfits, how his
That
new
that
song,
too, yeah.
I Should Be President or something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
It's a fire song. And the visuals are sick and like he makes a personality around that whole thing. So
Mm.
to your point about like, I want to like an artist. Not every artist wants to tweet about what they like outside of music, but I enjoy my artists who are tweeting about like the NBA team they like or like movies they just saw. Like it makes you enjoy them more. Get that little
Yeah, I
personal-
do. I like artists that like are like on Twitter a lot, just like
I love
talking
it.
and like responding to people. Like I know Doc does that a lot.
Doc does that. Schoolboy Q's been like roasting people. Like it's
Yeah,
fun.
dude, that's so fun. Even Vince Staples, dude, just be like anytime he tweets, it's just legendary. It's like you have to put it
Yeah.
in like the tweet Hall of Fame, dude.
Yeah. And I feel like J. Cole has always been so amazing at showing that stuff and like creating the content and like giving the behind the scenes stuff. So I think I think Drake took a little play out of his book and was like, no what, Cole's always good with giving like the sentimental stuff and like the videos of him making the old songs. Let me give out 100 gigabytes. Here.
Yeah,
Take
dude,
that.
that shit's crazy. That shit's so over. I just tweeted it before, like about like he. Part of me is just like, what if they're like, he was like, oh, I want to make this documentary. Like maybe we can get how much is it gonna cost? And someone was just like saying a crazy price, like, oh, it's gonna be like $400K to like actually sift through all the footage. Just like, let me just drop all the footage and let someone else do it. One of them will do it.
It is facts, and maybe this is his thought process that the world's not on my side right now, but there's people that love me, and if I get one of these YouTube documentary creator kids to make a whole Drake documentary, and before they didn't have the footage to make it, you get a bunch of not fake, but like a bunch of documentaries made by some of these YouTuber kids.
I think
Get back
there's
in the
gonna be
races.
yeah, there's gonna be way more people who love Drake that are gonna make the good narrative of it. You know what I mean? Like people are just gonna pick out like the clips and such, but he knows what's gonna happen. Like the dude is not dumb. Like he knows that people are gonna take certain clips. He put every clip in there. I guarantee he knew what clips were going in there and what people are gonna pick and maneuver. And I'm sure there's fucking people sending them to the like, hey, post this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's just gonna. I mean, he literally just gave like months of like a whole years of worth of just like content that people could sift through, and then in 2 months later, you're gonna find one of those videos pop up like and go viral for like, oh my god, Did you see this fucking thing? It's just been sitting there the whole time.
Yeah.
Weaving
And-
narratives, dude, like as if it's cryptic. I guarantee there's
Yeah.
gonna be conspiracies, dude.
Well, I think people forget he was the underdog at one point in his career, and these videos are the point where you're like, "Oh, this documentary is gonna be crazy." Like you forget all the stages of Drake's career just because he's been the boy, he's been the one for so long for our generation, that this type of thing where you're like, oh, he came from humble beginnings. Like he had to make it up.
It's like he definitely took a play from the Kanye book because during the height of just people like shitting on Kanye when that trilogy came out and you like watch like the first two parts
Yeah.
of it, like you're sitting there like, dude, like this guy's really going through it right now. Like nobody's on his side. Like
Yeah.
it's just like you're just like seeing the making of a person, and you're just like like even if you watch the whole trilogy and you don't vibe with them still, like you're like I kind of get it. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? You're giving like context and you're making people have empathy for you, even
Yeah.
if that was like Kanye did even like terrible stuff. Like afterwards, you'd be like, the human nature, it's just gonna like take a hold of you and be like, I don't know, like I don't agree with anything and I don't like him who he is now, but I see why. But I
Yeah.
also think that's important. I think you could understand someone and hate them at the same time. I think that's better.
Yeah, I mean, there's a video of him like releasing "Thank Me Later." Like you see him press the button, and it's like, whoa, that could be the moment when I press my button to go on
Yeah,
DistroKid.
dude, you're just like it
And
humanizes. You're like, damn, he uploaded it too, or like he was there in the studio. This dude's like in the studio making music. That's crazy. Like he's probably in the studio right now, just like sitting on his phone. He's having normal food. You know what I mean? He's
yeah,
laughing about something his friend said. Like he's
and I
just some
think,
dude.
and there's some artists that have always mastered that versus like waiting this long in their career to give that. J. Cole, just a great example of someone who was always giving that behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Because I grew up when I was in middle school, high school, like watching those tour vlogs. Like it was so cool seeing my favorite artists go on tour and be like funny and like Logic was great with those,
Yeah.
and
That
it
yeah.
makes people root for you.
Yeah, I was big in like the metal scene and stuff like that. So that was like textbook what you do. Like if you go on a
Yeah,
tour, you bring the little VHS camera or like the video camera that you have, whatever you have, and just film everything and then upload it to YouTube and just hopefully the people that like you watch it. And that's what people like. Even if it's you just like in the woods, like fucking hitting each other with sticks or something like that, like just doing whatever. Like that's just fun. Like I really liked the for your like during the For Your Eyes Only shit with Cole. Like
yeah,
that shit was like, I was like, dude, how can you not like this guy, dude? He's fucking like chilling around, walking around. He had the random interaction that everybody knows, like with the
yeah, with the woman whose
yeah.
kid
Just like,
passed
dude,
away, and you're like, damn, he's
you
a
just
good,
don't
he's good.
see like a lot of like videos like that anymore because a lot of stuff like that used to show up on, back like when MTV and shit was like popping. You'd always see like background videos, like backstage videos or like random shit, like the ones of Cole and Drake going to buy the album in what is
With
it,
Best
Best
Buy.
Buy?
Yeah,
Yeah, like that's like iconic, but that's like so MTV shit. You know what I mean? Like back in the
yeah,
day when people would be like, those videos would go viral because they're so nostalgic.
yeah. So what does a Drake comeback look like for you outside of hiring a bunch of free labor from YouTube to create documentaries for him?
Um, I don't know. I feel like he might get back into just take care type shit. Like I feel like he might just embrace. I mean, the leaked songs are like just
Yeah,
vibe songs. You know what I mean? I think a comeback to him would be a personal project. Like I haven't heard one in a while that was like really
yeah,
like nothing was the same or like stuff like that where it's like I'm like hearing about like stuff that makes him a human again. I mean, he's
yeah. And
rapped
that
about saying he doesn't even know what to talk about. No one relates to it anymore.
I mean, that's facts. He was when they were doing the beef and like him and Rick Ross were arguing, and he was posting like pictures of Rick Ross's mansion. He's like, "Bro, your mansion's only this big," and everyone else is like, that looks like a pretty big house."
Yeah. We're just sitting there, just like, what the fuck? It's like watching politicians like argue about shit. You're just like, dude, I live here.
Yeah,
You guys are like fighting over my head. I can't see the dog fight up there, dude. There's
yeah.
nobody on the ground battling. It's just up there.
I think Kendrick put him in a weird spot because Kendrick was like, "I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake with the acting tough." And like, sing your songs. Let me put my hands up him. Like, so if he does do that method, it's like, yep, Kendrick won again. Like he's back to making the
I
songs with the
know,
melodies.
especially with the cage bird, dude. All the cage bird could do is sing in the
Yeah,
fucking video, dude. It's just like, shit. That's the worst. That's what Drake kind of did to Metro Boomin.
yeah,
Just like just make the drums like like that's what he does. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do every time?
P-
You
BBL
know?
Drizzy though, I hear that being played like casually by people.
Oh
It's
yeah, dude. Honestly, if it wasn't attached to that Sexy Red song, that's just so.
BBL Drizzy, BBL Drizzy.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Kind of
like
bangs.
I think. How do you feel about Sexy Red?
Um, how do I feel? I mean, she's fine. She's not
What's
like my
fine?
she's not like my favorite rapper. I I think
No,
she's
no shit. What the
I
fuck?
think
She's
no
not
no
like my favorite. She might be like in third
144.
place.
Yeah. No, she I think she's good as like a piece to a song versus like a whole song by her. So like the whole like hands on your knees, like using her for like a specific part in a song. I'm not trying to listen to like a full Sexy Red song, but like I'm not the target audience for a
Dude,
for
I am,
Sexy
dude.
Red.
You put that shit on, I'm ready to go.
Let that coochie
You know,
breathe.
yeah, dude.
Shake that ass, man.
Dude, no, yeah. I think it's just she's like a it's just a charisma thing. Like I like you it wouldn't be put in a rap like greatest rap list or
Yeah.
it's just like a charisma thing. Like it's like I don't know the best way to say it. That's not like bad, but like I think it's like the same charisma as like one of those one hit wonder block party songs, like of that person that made that song that like everybody loves, but like she could make a bunch of them.
Yeah.
You know what I
I don't
mean?
know if
Like, you know what I'm kind of saying? Like, she's just
yeah.
like, it's more just like hearing her charisma on a track. And like, plus, I've seen interviews with her and she seems super chill.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I
But I
think
don't
that
know
goes back
shit.
to our conversation before. Like, yeah, it's about fucking with them. Like, the Glorilla had a crazy year, then she kind of like went away,
Yeah.
and it's like you gotta keep the people messing with you.
Yeah, I think Sexy
Who am
Red
I
does that
thinking?
really well. Like, so many interviews of her and she just like, she's never like unlikable in any interview. I saw the Deal Von one. That one was funny as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
she's
Well,
like talking
someone.
to fucking, three stacks, dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The barbershop. Someone who doesn't release that much music, she released this year that is so like put in this zeitgeist of hip hop is Tiara Whack. I think it's part also because of her personality is funny and stuff, but she's so heavily supported by like goats. She got
Dude,
Jay
she's
Z
fire
shouting her
though.
out. She is fire. I love her, and she doesn't drop that much. But I think she's like with she's been popular for so long with such little output music wise. So that's been very. I mean, Cardi B is a classic example of someone like personality wise who's like
Yeah.
she's like gone above hip hop. Like she's just like a funny,
She's
great public
celebrity
figure.
status. That's like when you go above artist to just celebrity status. You know what I
Like
mean?
she only has one album out.
Yeah, that's.
She
I mean, she had
won.
like what mixtapes like before that,
Oh no, yeah, yeah, but I'm saying like since what 2018 when she just drops like the
like
highest selling
commercially.
like
Yeah,
yeah she just dropped like the highest selling album or some shit
yeah,
whatever
it's
it was
crazy.
won a Grammy and she's like yeah I'm outie.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like, what do you think are some people who are like cut on the up? Now, I don't even want to say on the up. Who do you think are like people that maybe aren't like seen in everybody's timelines, like as far as like social proof, but like they seem like they're like it's only a matter of time before that one thing pops. Like if we're shouting out some examples of that.
So I'm not sure this is a good answer because this person's big, but this is someone who I think should be a huge artist. Is
Yeah, that's fine.
Amine? I think Amine is so amazing, and obviously he had like Caroline, he has reeled in, like he has big songs, but I think he should be like huge. I think he's so good at just making a song in
I don't
general.
know. I don't. Yeah, I don't know how he's like. I mean, he has the fucking Kate Ramine, right?
Kate Amine album, I
Like,
loved it.
I thought Limbo was amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
he just celebrated
I
the
ran that
4-year
album like
anniversary.
so many times, dude. The one with Jid is fire.
Roots, yeah.
Oh, so good.
So he's always been someone where I'm like, I think he should have like I think he just makes hit songs very easily, or it seems to be very easy for him.
He's got to be writing for other people too. I feel like he just like has a
I can
knack
see
for it.
that.
Like I could see him. I feel like that happens with a lot of the ones that we think like, why are they not like? I feel like they like it's because they do more on other people's shit too. I don't know if he does
Yeah,
any
and
songwriting.
hey, it looks like he does very well for himself. I just think he looks like someone who could be doing like he could be even more popular. But because there was a time where people thought he was like a one-hit wonder, even though he had other hits.
Well, for
Like
the
every
yeah,
album,
yeah. Caroline, yeah.
it's such a fire song. But he has so many bangers. I'm a huge fan. Every album I love. But who
Hey,
are you
Amine,
thinking?
get on this fucking podcast.
Yo, his name's Adam too. So Adam,
Oh shoot, dude,
let's,
Adam Deuce.
let's run it. Who are you thinking when you asked the question? Who was in your head?
I mean, I definitely think Trevor's gonna fucking just be
Trevor
some.
Spitto?
He's definitely gonna go crazy one day. It's just he got everything going on for him with the
He-
package and everything, the visuals. It's like he's just a one man army. Like you're not gonna stop. He's just gonna keep going.
He's a beast.
I think I really love Radimus. I think like I wish as a rapper like he was more talked about. But I know he has like a nicheness to him that his bars are just smart as fuck. Like it's so like spiritually in tuned and shit like that like I could see why like masses of people wouldn't like flock right away. It might be like I almost feel like going to the church for the first time or something like that in a way.
Who is it? This is Radimus.
Radimus?
Not familiar.
Really? Oh, you
have
should
to put
tap.
me-
I'll send you some stuff. He's fire.
Hey,
He's fire.
man,
You bumping that new Lexa Gates, dude?
ooh, yeah, she is someone I would put a lot of my money on. So I don't fully believe in the statement I'm about to say, but I'm a big believer that to be very successful in music, in rap, you have to be able to rap and sing decently. Like, I think my favorite artist, even if it's like quote unquote bad singing, like not bad singing is a bad way to describe it. Like Mac Miller isn't like a classically great singer, but there's a
like
raspiness.
Kurt
and
Cobain.
Like, yeah, Kurt. I think J. Cole is someone who like it's not necessarily great, but it's soulful singing from the heart. Like that, you can have that. You don't need to be like an amazing singer, but I think it's pretty hard to make it now just straight off of like just rapping. So Lexa Gates, incredible voice. That new song, that new music video, she has fire visuals for that too.
I think she shot that herself from what I saw on Twitter.
Yeah,
I don't
she
know if that's
directed
real.
it.
Maybe she can comment on it and say if it's real. But
Yeah, Lexa, come on the show. This whole episode is just getting me gassed.
yeah, I've actually just tried to get him an interview, dude. He just doesn't know how to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But nah, like it's again, it's like plus because we live in like a TikTok era, I feel like we found a way if you're not in a like without using a music video or without an interview, you can show your personality with just short form content.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's kind of got like a formula that she's just done.
She does the dance thing. To
Yeah,
one
she does like
song.
the fucking whatever, the
can't-
little jiggle thing.
the little jiggle.
Yeah, the little jiggle thing, and she's kind of she looks like one of the chicks that would sit at one of the lunch tables with all the dudes in the black hoodies and band shirts.
Yeah.
Super, yeah. So like, it's an interesting thing to see. It's like, oh, I didn't know she was gonna rap like that. You know what I mean? And it's like very,
Yeah.
and it's also like interesting choice of like style of rap, slow, like very Larry June-ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because she has like the thick New York accent where she can rap like that. Like, I mean, just to compare it to a male New York City counterpart, like Marlon Craft gives me similar vibes where they can both like sing, but they can also rap their ass off in like a heavily
Oh,
New
dude!
York.
Honestly, that collab would go pretty crazy because he has that song that's
Would
like
it?
put the cranberry in the vodka.
Vodka is a cool
Yeah,
summer
yeah.
evening, hot, bro. Because he can
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
melodic, which is another example of someone who's not necessarily like singing like beautifully, but he's got like a melodic.
Oh, dude, yeah, dude. No,
Ability.
I that's another one. I think he
Yeah,
is just like, dude, the amount of content and the amount of like shit he puts into his content is just absolutely nuts.
kills
Like,
it.
and he's so aware of it too. Like, just like you could tell the dude is like he's trying to be artistic at the same time as like playing the game of content,
Yeah.
but like like you know what I mean. Like, but like Funhouse Mirror is still like that debut like album.
crazy.
That shit is just. I went to the release show and I
that's
think he
sick.
played
I need
Sobs.
to see
Yeah,
him.
Yeah, dude. He has the whole band. You could tell he's a jazz baby, dude. Like
Hmm.
it's like that's yeah.
I
He
think his
just
dad was
goes
a
nuts.
musician,
Yeah,
and
yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
he did the whole thing with his like album cover looks like NBA Street. Like it's just he has a
Dude, that's
cool.
like that's the craziest thing.
And he sold
I
CDs
don't
like
think many
that.
people top that, dude. Like in terms of
Sick.
like just the aesthetic of it, dude. The NBA Street, come on, man. It kind of looks like fucking Tyler made the cover. Like it seems
Yeah.
like a cover that Tyler would make.
It's sick, and it's not forced. Like he raps about NBA, so like it's part of his personality. Like this guy loves basketball, so it's
Yeah.
cool. Like bringing your love for rap music, and then like let me make my album cover a famous game I played growing up. Then selling CDs to your fans using that, like just smart as hell.
I think if you wanted to study a way of like operating for that time period, like I feel like up till so and so like his like way of marketing himself while being very authentic along the way was like
Yeah,
I would follow like his craft styles that he'd do like freestyles and shit,
yeah,
and then like before he did the album he did like another freestyle, but then it was the only freestyle where he started looking like it was a normal freestyle, but then he
yeah,
went to better quality video afterwards, and I was just like, when you watch that after watching like the come up, it's like feels like, oh shit, he's like on the next step, like he's not bedroom rapping anymore, he's on to like the
yeah,
next thing, but it's because he just kept doing it. I think if people aren't afraid to like showcase the journey, like just like in the beginning, dude. I don't think you should be, unless like you have like a backing or like a manager or stuff like that. Like you do not need to be putting in so much into this first release. You know what I mean? Like I think you just need to just fucking start putting shit out,
hmm,
because it's probably not the best song in the world anyway, even if you think it is. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It's your best song now, and you just started. Like if you're capping at your first song, like
yeah,
you're fucked, dude. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. People can learn from that. I think definitely when you're gunning up like output and just like see what works, see what sticks, have fun with it. I was talking
Yeah.
to Dru about this, but like you have to find and the whole group chat I was writing like you have to find fun in making the content and like if you if you enjoy making funny skits like make that for your videos and like be the guy who like makes funny skits like it doesn't have to be cringy like finish the verse here and you when you stare at the camera and like if that's not your thing you don't gotta do that that
Yeah,
is your
you don't
thing
have to.
do it
Yeah, you don't have to. You need to like organize the fun. You don't want to like try to find fun in organization. You know what I mean? Like you got to just organize what's already fun. Like you already do this every day. Just chop that up a little bit. Okay, boom. That's just like now I'm just playing cleanup afterwards. I have a fun day and then I clean up. You know what I mean? And then you eventually learn how to like clean as you go.
yeah and Doechii is another person who I'd put my
Dochi's
money
fire, dude.
on she's doing the freestyle videos and she's the one I think she's the one.
Yeah, you gonna marry her?
I'm in love. Now she is so she is so fucking good. Her flows another person who can sing and rap so well. She does like the type of flows where I'm like, I feel like this should be a hit. Like this is a hit song I've heard before, but like it has a feeling of it. Like she's a song that's that wait, what is it like that marijuana? Like says I
Oh
got on
yeah,
the
yeah,
song,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I'm like it's so good. I'm like I feel like I've heard this before, but I haven't. It's just I'm like I feel like someone should have used this already.
Yeah,
And
yeah, her knack for like her style too is fire. Like that
she's a
her
beast.
feature on fucking
Isaiah
Isaiah
Rashad.
Rashad. Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit is just
Yeah, that was my
hip
first.
hop.
Yeah, that was my first introduction to her. Then I heard "Stressed" on the Colors show. That's still my favorite
Dude,
song by her.
that one sold the deal for me. I heard that I
Hmm.
was just like, that shit. This is nuts.
I must be locked up in my. I must be done. I must be stressed. I got.
It was yeah, that was a super like perfect song for Colors too.
Per- oh, and she's wearing the yellow, and she's wearing like the cool thing. Oh,
Yeah, dude.
I made so many people watch that. I forced it down so many people.
I know, dude. As soon as I heard it, dude, I just like ran to Nick. I was like, dude, check out this chick, dude. She's fucking nuts.
And she can rap well. Oh, she can not even can she rap well. She can rap amazingly.
Yeah,
Like I
dude,
think
she's just running circles, dude. I don't even know how you rap like that. That's just like one of those like things where like some people have that like I guess like a gift or like a specific. It's like a niche gift that it's like something that only you can really do and it makes sense.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people have that like I guess privilege of having the voice and mind
Swagger,
combo and
yeah,
swag combo that just allows you to just like do
yeah,
multiple things like that. Like if I did it, I'd sound like an idiot, dude. People would think I'm like having a seizure or something.
yeah. I mean, not to talk about him again. I think like Dru has that where he has the voice and like he says things where
Yeah, I
like
was about to say that. Yeah,
I can't say that, but you can say that.
yeah. I think he has like he just has a knack for he could just sound drunk on a track or do whatever he wants, and it just like he has like a charisma to his voice that kind of just sits on the track however you put it.
Yeah,
You could. I think he sent me something, and then like it was totally off the grid, like it was not on time at all. But you listen to it and you're like, oh, it's just what he decided to do. And then he was like, nah, dude, it's like completely off. You gotta
yeah,
move it over. It's like I don't know, you rap like this sometimes.
yeah. Are there any voices or artists, and this will be our last question here today, that like it hasn't clicked for you yet? That everyone enjoys, and you're just like, I don't get this.
I think I put something in the group chat that I was Nav
Nav. Yeah.
forever because now people are starting to talk about it again because he did like a Cash Cobain collab.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know he like used to produce and stuff like that, and he's been a part of some big hits and stuff like that. And I'm not like joshing on the. It's not like he gives a fuck who I am anyway. So I'm just gonna say it. I just don't like. I just don't. I don't see the genius behind the massive push to say he's one of the guys.
Yeah. I don't even
You know
know
what
if
I
he's
mean?
released an album in a while. Maybe he has.
But like people like
People
this,
love him.
this is
Yeah.
my thing with like specific like pages and stuff like that. It's just like I never can tell what is actually like a push for this is
Just
really
assume
something.
just assume it's paid for. Just assume
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just like yo, like this is not revolutionary and at all. Like I just don't like. I heard the snippet of like that collab and I was just like I still don't get this at all. Like I'll probably still bump it, but like I don't get the hype. I guess like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not hating on it. I don't hate the song. I don't think the song's like bad. I just don't get the hype.
I
What about you?
haven't so I don't not like this person. I shouldn't soften the blow at first and be a bitch about it, but I haven't really gotten around to the whole Mike style of rapping. And I like Earl Sweatshirt, but
Like the
sometimes
drug
the
rap,
rap and like
like the like
and it just
completely off. Yeah.
with the beat, which I love drumless beats for the right song. Love drumless beats, but sometimes it can just be a little like it's just a little. It just the pinball by Mike just didn't hit for me. And I see so many people loving it, and I want to get it, I want to understand it, but like Var Dyer, I don't know how to pronounce it. Like the Earl Sweatshirt
Yeah.
Alchemist album, like it just doesn't hit.
You
For
know
me.
what's funny about that album? As I was having that conversation with in the group chat about I was talking about like how I just even
The sleepy sounding.
yeah, the sleepy sound like that I'm just off like a fucking few bars sound where
Yeah.
it's like I'm barely getting the words out. I was like I don't get it, like I can't get into it. But I did bump that album while I was driving like to like kind of like passingly listening to it. And something about that like it's like I'm not like afraid to say like I like something, but like something about
Yeah.
it was just like I don't know if it's like I don't know what I like about it, but like it kind of gave me just like it kind of just put me in a vibe more than I was like really paying attention to everything.
Yeah.
It felt like there was layers that I wasn't seeing, and I felt the same way when I listened to like some rap songs. Like that one's way out of my league. I almost
Yeah.
feel I'm not there yet. Like I feel like someone said like take this drug, and I had a bad trip, and they're like, oh, you know, you gotta wait. You know what I mean? Like eventually you'll learn, and then
Yeah.
that's all the information they give me.
Yeah. I got
Everybody likes that album. They say the same thing, dude. They're just like, you just don't get it. I'm just like, well, what am I supposed to get? You're not telling me.
Yeah.
Like, it's like snowboarding. It just clicks.
Yeah, I'm not like I like Future. I'm not the hugest Future guy, and I'm in a group chat, and people are like, "Yeah, you just don't take enough drugs." I'm like, "Do I have to take? Do I have to sip? I got to sip lean to understand Future. Like, why can't I just vibe out to this?"
Isn't Future like not really like do even do drugs like that? Like I heard
I
somewhere
don't even
that
know, and I like Future, but like it was just funny. They're like, "You won't get it until you take like certain drugs." I'm like, I guess I'm not gonna get it.
I don't. I think
It's not true.
I think that's
like
just like
Future.
something that people say when they want to like sound cool about the drug part. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, you just didn't have a day. back in the day, dude, I was fucking ripping the Zans, dude. I was fucking, you're just like, you're like vanilla.
There, and there are some artists who have that monotone style that, like, I love Larry June, and it clicks for me sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't click. So hopefully Mike and who's the other guy? Navy Blue. He just released an album that everyone's loving, so I'm gonna give it a listen, and hopefully I finally. It's a cool feeling once you get what people are liking. Like when I heard the Ian, I was like, I see it.
Yeah, what?
I'm young again.
Sometimes you need one that hooks you, for you to be like, to get closer to it, and then they show you the other shit. You know what I mean? You can't show someone your fucking house when it's full of all your family. You bring them when only your mom's home, and then you're like, oh, I kind of like it. Maybe I can handle the rest, and then you get it from there.
Well, that was a beautiful discussion. If you made it to the end of the episode, thank you. I love you from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of Bluff's heart. Bluff, where can the people find you?
You could find me on Twitter. You can find me outside at any supermarket. But any. Just text me and I'll find a way. Nah, you could. It's Bluff, New York, BLVFF, New York spelled out. Because can you guess where I'm from? And then that's kind of it on everything. If you need my cell phone number, just DM me and talk about what we talked about here today.
You can find me Adam-_DASH on Instagram, Twitter, Soundcentric Music, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're trying to get back in that TikTok game. We're gonna put up our shots. We were doing 3 days. Now we've been at 0 days, so we're going back to 3 days.
This guy goes to the gym. He's just like, all right, I'm gonna start with 2 days. Yeah. It's just like it lasts for one week.
You're right. I got eased back into it. We're gonna do one every 2 days.
There you go.
And we will be here. But once again, thank you for tuning in. We shall see you next time. Peace.